What's up, guys? It's your girl Kia, and I am back for another video. And this one is going to be hilarious. And as you can read from the title, we are talking about on November 1st, people are going to start losing their EBT cards and their EBT money they use for groceries. And what is everybody's solutions? Possibly going to go rob grocery stores. People running out with carts and carts of stuff, saying that stop me if you can. So let's just start off with one video that I just thought was really, really interesting.
Was true, knowing it was true, that SNAP benefits are not coming next month. And she said, yeah, no, you're right, they're not coming. I said, okay, well, I hadn't heard anything, confirming what I'm hearing. So I was just calling to check. And she said, you're not going to hear anything. And I said, well, why? And she said, well, your local DSS are trying to figure out what's going on, but the state DSS is not planning on telling anybody what's going on. They're not planning on letting the citizens know that they're not going to get their food stamps next month. She also said that this would likely go on into December, that we will likely not get December's SNAP benefits. So that's great. That's lovely. So I'm coming to TikTok in hopes that there is an answer here. I don't know what the answer could be. I don't know what the solution could be. I don't know if is it mutual aid? Is it mutual aid? Do we all need to come together and start pooling our money and help these families like myself, like my mother, like my grandmother, who don't have the money to replace those benefits, who don't have the income to replace those benefits? What do we do? Because there are children, there are elderly, there are disabled people who do not have the money. And I have 3 children. And I have to feed them. The last time I came on here and talked to you guys about the SNAP benefits, I was full on crashing out. I'm not crashing out this time. I'm scared, but I'm fucking angry. This time I'm angry. And I will not just sit here and mope and cry about it. I will not sit here and just panic and sit in the floor and scream and cry this time. This time we need a plan. We need something that we can do together to figure this out. If you know of any creators, any organizations that are pulling stuff together and are trying to figure out what's going on, help me. Send them my way or send me their way, because we have too many people in this country to let starve. This morning I called my
Okay, I'm
local.
gonna stop it right there. So your mom, grandmother, and you are also getting SNAP benefits. Why is all three of these generations of women getting SNAP benefits? That was my first question when I watched this. And two, we're not pooling together anywhere. Like this whole thing with the EBT card is really interesting because EBT was never supposed to be a lifetime situation. And I have experience with EBT. My husband was on EBT. He was a single father with full custody of his son, and he had lost his job, so he needed the EBT. When he got a job, they lowered it. When he got promoted, they lowered it again. And our son has special needs, which I've mentioned about on the channel before, so he wasn't going to lose it altogether. But then when him and I got married, they officially took it away because we were now officially married. We were a couple, so there was dual income in the house, and they took it away. It wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And we definitely struggled because the job I had at the time really wasn't making that much money. So we were kind of struggling a little bit, but we made it through. And this woman on the screen that we just looked at, you can make it through. You can go to work. You can it can get a job. Like I don't understand why working is such a foreign thing. And I get what people are saying. Well, working is not enough, and they're right. Right now, working is not enough, but it is a start. The food lines are a start. Maybe your mom and you all need to move into one Section 8 housing or something. It's just the fact that people are really thinking that the world is going to completely end because they don't have EBT is a little bit concerning. And I get it. I can tell by this woman's car. I'm not going to bring the video back up again, but the woman in this car, that car is raggedy. It was clicking in the video, and if you look at the ceiling is coming apart. So I'm not saying that this is not a woman who is like out here getting her lashes done and she getting her nails did and all that kind of stuff, and she's using her money for other things. It looks like she really does need the funds, but how did we get to this point? That's my other question for a lot of these women. How did we get to this point of I don't have a working car. I don't have a good enough job, but I'm going to have baby after baby after baby, and in some cases, baby after baby after baby after baby, you know. And I'm familiar with this. I had multiple cousins who live, I'm not going to say the city because my family watches this, they're going to be mad, but they've had child after child after child after child after child. Even one specific family member couldn't even take care of the child. The child was living with another family member, and she was still trying to get that child back so she can, one, claim it on the taxes and get more EBT, even though she really had no means to actually take care of the child. As you hear my child screaming in the background. So it's just really, really crazy. But let's go ahead and let's find another video.
Let me tell you something. If you think that you better come up in here and steal from the Wally world because you ain't getting no food stamps, I'm gonna call the police on you. I'm gonna call. They're on speed dial. I'm gonna call them expeditiously. I don't care. I don't.
And that's a fact. It is not worth you going to jail over to get your food. Because here's the thing. They used to just write people a ticket for shoplifting at Walmart and Target and all those stores and everything, just write you a ticket and it would be like a desk appearance and you just get banned from the Walmart. That is not how it is anymore. You are not only getting arrested, but you're getting banned from all Walmart locations. Is that really worth it to end up having to go to jail overnight and be banned from all Walmart locations for the rest of your life because you lost EBT? You know, things will be tight. I get it. I get why a lot of people are scared because they're losing their EBT. Things will be tight, but it's not worth going to jail and having well, is it a misdemeanor or a felony? And honestly, if you steal over a certain amount at Walmart, it's a felony. It's a felony. Do you want a felony on your record over groceries? Let's see. Let's check out some more videos.
9 days. And I want to know why they ain't put my food stuff on their car.
What?
I done been waiting, I done did my application. And I got 3 handicapped babies. I need to know why my food stamps ain't on my car. This is not right, this ain't fair. I don't care about no shutdown or none of that. But I've been calm, I've been calling, everybody ignoring me. I done been here 3, 4, 5 times. I want to know why ain't my food stamps on my card. I got 9 days to feed.
I've been waiting all this time.
Ma'am, I done been called, I done been down here, and I'm tired.
Sad.
I done been there, did all that, and they still ain't put my food stamps on because of the shutdown. This is not fair. I'm tired, I done did all that. Now I need to know what a supervisor or somebody. I need somebody to help me. I got 9 kids to feed. 9 kids. 4 of them ain't mine. I'm taking care of other people's kids. I'm old, I'm tired, I got arthritis. I'm tired of coming back and forth down here about my food stamp. I done had an appointment now. They told me my card money supposed to be on my card. It ain't on there yet. Y'all gotta fix this now. I don't have nothing to do with that shutdown. I'm stressed out. I'm a single mama and I'm helping other people's kids. Now I need my stamps now. I ain't gonna keep going through this. I'm already going through a lot of pain. Okay, now here's my 5th time coming down. I had an interview and all. Now this ain't fair how y'all doing people. This ain't fair. I done been all right there. Y'all done did my interview and all that. I still ain't got my stamp. Still ain't got my stamp. Y'all done let the people shut down the government. Now they ain't gonna give me my stamp.
It's so sad.
And I don't want to go to jail. So that's where I'm going next when it comes to these babies. Now I gotta go steal and shit. Now I gotta go steal food to put in my house. Y'all ain't got no boxes of food here? Y'all ain't got no food to give me? Y'all don't have nothing to give me? Don't be recording me, ma'am. Don't be
Why
recording
are these people
me.
placed like that?
Don't record me. They done shut down. I need to know what's going on. I got 9 kids to feed. 9 babies.
So this is probably real, but it looks like a parody to me. And a lot of people in the comments are saying how she's wearing wearing a new wig and a nice bag that is not a nice bag and that is not a new wig. It's just the wig stays shiny. And she probably is taking care of her children's kids and she probably got her own kids. That's just, I feel like a lot of these women, and I'm saying women because the majority of the people we're seeing are stuck in like this weird ghetto redneck cycle of just staying on government assistance. Government assistance has never been supposed to be about staying on it forever and ever and ever. It's supposed to be assistance, assisting you from point A to point B. You know, it's not supposed to be some like my video a while ago about them cutting off the snacks and stuff. That's not food. That's not real food. It's not a requirement for kids to have snacks. It's not a requirement for kids to have cookies and chips and everything. If you want cookies and chips, use the additional money you have to do so. You know, this assistance is literally assisting you from point A to point B. That's why they call it transitional housing. Section 8 housing is called transitional housing. Supposed to help you in this spot until you get a better job and get a better, what circumstance, and you can move into regular housing from transitional housing. The same thing with EBT and benefits and assistance and all that kind of stuff. So that's what these things are for. So I'm just gonna stop sharing because I could go on with video after video on TikTok, showing everybody's experience. And again, I've experienced difficulty now from the government shutdown. Not financially, but again, I mention this all the time on my channel is that my son has special needs and he gets Medicaid. And Medicaid has stopped. Medicaid has completely stopped. We had to pay for his prescriptions out of pocket the other day, and we have the money to do so. It's fine. But he also has referrals for podiatry and a referral for psychiatry. And his medication is what is a class C narcotic. It's for his mental health. I mean, he's a high functioning kid with mosaic Down syndrome, but he does need these therapies. And right now, we can't afford what is required for him to have right now. We just can't afford it. We can afford the medication that's fine from his regular doctor, but the referrals that he needs and that additional stuff, we can't afford right now. And that makes us feel really bad. And it's unfortunate because he needs a lot of the help because we want to get him to, again, get from this assistance point of him living with us to getting him as independent as possible. That's our goal for 2026, early 2027, is to get him to that point. So not having these things, it's hard. But are we going to keep powering through? Absolutely. Are we going to continue to pay out of pocket for his medication? Absolutely. Are we going to try to figure out what the copay fees are? So maybe we can't get them the podiatry appointment, we can get them the psychiatry appointment. Yeah, we are. Is it going to be a tight squeeze and hard? It absolutely is. But are we going to do it? Because that's what we do as parents, as mothers, as fathers. You're supposed to power through. If something's taken away, you don't just sit on the floor and cry and whine about, they didn't give me what I needed, so I guess we're all just going to starve to death. No. You find a food bank line. You get food to your family. You talk to other family members about, hey, I just need help. Do you mind if I give you this $10 and can you make a meal for my family? Or can I borrow this or use that? Can you give me extra rides to work? Can you watch the kids so I can go to work? I'm telling you right now, if there was a poor mother in my neighborhood right now who was lost her EBT and needed to go work more hours for food, but she needed childcare, bring them babies over here. I'll watch them. If not, I'll con my mother-in-law into doing it, but I'll find a way to help you. But it just being about, I don't have EBT right now, so I'm just gonna sit and cry. That's not a solution for anything, and that's not a really a good way to go. So those are my thoughts. Drop them in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are, how you feel about the EBT not coming in. Oh, the other thing is my son also gets Social Security because he is an adult. He's a special needs adult. That might not be coming. And he and we rely on that money because we use it to pay for, because he also has braces, he has other appointments, and we use that for groceries because we're a house of five. And if he doesn't get it, then he doesn't get it. We have to figure it out. And we will power through if he doesn't if it doesn't come in. We will continue to do what we were doing before we had it, before he was getting it, not putting it into his savings account, not using it for, his stuff, not using it for his doctor's appointments, everything. We will have to pay for it, and that's okay. That's normal. That's how life works. So those are my thoughts, and I guess I'm in a unique situation, but drop in the comments, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video.